talking about, and I started this, that coming up, Albiero Plumbing out of Barton won the contract or won the bid to change out the HVAC and heating for the downtown West Bend Theater. What's going to be involved in that?
Well, Albiero Plumbing and HVAC in West Bend won the contract to replace all the heating and air conditioning equipment down at the old historic West Bend Theater downtown. To do that, we're going to have to use a helicopter to remove the rooftop heating and air conditioning units and then replace them with 4 new ones. To do that, we're still working out the details with the city, police department, and the helicopter company, but it looks like we're going to stage our new equipment over at the old Gale parking lot, and then we're going to be flying the equipment back and forth between there and the theater. The roads that they pass over with the equipment will have to be closed, which will be right in front of the Art Museum and I think it's Water Street going over to Gale. I'm estimating it's probably going to take about 4 to 6 hours to do.
Logistically, it wasn't feasible to bring in a crane because they would have had to shut down Main Street for 2 days in order to set up a big enough crane in order to do the job in the city. And the downtown businesses obviously were very opposed to that, which is understandable and which gives us the opportunity to do something that probably hasn't been done before in at least our city.
And have you guys done something with a helicopter before?
This would be the first.
How are you preparing for it? Kind of gives it like a Superman nature.
Basically, we're just following up on all our safety procedures, everything we need to do to protect the city, protect all the workers, make sure it's done right.
So years ago when this theater was built, how did they do it then?
I would imagine they did bring in a crane at that time. You know, policies and procedures are a lot different now, and safety is always the utmost concern, so who knows, they could have taken them up there with ropes for all we know.
How are you doing this as a crew? Is somebody going to be on the roof and somebody on the ground from Albiero?
Yeah, the helicopter company is going to require two crews. One down on the ground in the staging area to hook the equipment to the helicopter, and then another crew up on the roof to guide it into place and set it.
What helicopter company are you working? How'd you do that?
John would know better than
I reached out on the internet, of course, and came up with a company out of Chicago. It's called Midwest Helicopter, and started communicating with them last year about this, and we're working out the details.
You guys, I know you're excited about this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, we were wishing we could get in the helicopter. I don't think that is going to be able to happen for anybody, but it's going to be neat to see and, you know, something different.
John, do we have a timeline yet?
No, we're still working all the details out with the city, with the theater group. Nothing has been decided at all.
And then if you do pick a date, is weather going to be really important?
Absolutely.
You're going to have to be flexible.
Weather's going to be, it's again a nice day, no wind, definitely no foul weather, but yeah.
What do they have in there now, Travis, in regards to heating and?
Well, they have the roof. They have 4 rooftops, right,
Yes,
John?
4 rooftop units.
4 rooftops, so they're taking off, essentially just replacing the equipment that they had, along with the roof is getting replaced also.
Yeah, the roof is going to get replaced. So yeah, we're still early on in the planning. It could be 2 times with the helicopter. It's all undecided yet.
I thought and we talked about this before, Travis, their air conditioning came in through a floor unit or?
There's like a, I don't know, is it 6 foot tall giant squirrel cage, basically in the basement, and back in the day, it would cycle water from the river with a huge fan, then and blow it into the theater. It's actually all still there. We've seen it. It's really neat, kind of a piece of history in and of itself on how they used to do it.
Yeah, it's actually called a swamp cooler. That's the term that we're familiar with. So.
All right, and you'll keep us posted.
You bet.